To the lovely people who keep asking me to go live, I would love to. I'm just not a live person. And it's like the time you're telling me to go on live, and then maybe you guys won't be on. And I just don't see the point in sitting down, looking at my camera, waiting for someone to come on to speak to me. I rather just like make a video and post it. That's kind of like my thing. I'll let you know my thoughts. I really need to work on putting them together so they work in like boom, boom, boom. And yeah, let's start with this one. So I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, let me think about it first. So here are 5 things that I did this year that made me a better person. Number one is, let's see, what's number one? Number one is I exercised a lot more. And when I exercised, I lost and gained weight a lot because I wasn't eating properly. So that would be number two, to eat properly and be consistent. But for me, the exercising was with walking. I love going for walks because the fresh air just does it for me. I recommend everyone start going for walks for at least 30 minutes a day. Like when I go for my walk, sometimes it'd be like 2 hours, and I'm like, where did the time go? It's like the one thing that I could do where I lose track of time because I'm just always, like looking at the animals, taking in the fresh air, like literally just using all my 5 senses to just be present with my walk. Okay, so back to that's exercising, but I love getting a good sweat in because it just makes me feel so good. Like Stairmaster for 10 minutes, 1,600 to 1,000 stairs. Weightlifting, I do like a lot of stuff for my back now. And then running, like even if you could run just for 5 minutes and walk for the other five or do intervals, it's really good to run to do those things. Sleeping, when I tell you I slept like a motherfucker this year, like I love to sleep. It's like sometimes I'm like I want to be sleep. That's how much I love sleeping. But no, seriously, like sleeping has been like the best thing for I love to sleep. I be having the best dreams. Even if it's just like a little nap, like whenever during the day. Like sometimes I would be at work and I just take, because I go to work, okay? I take like a little nap for 10 minutes. I remember growing up, my mom would be like, oh, I need to take a power nap. Girl, I know what you mean now. Those little naps, they really help. Um, what else? Eating habits. I used to drink a lot of sugary drinks, like, the juices. And then, like, I cut those off and I realized that I actually felt better. I think that's the number one thing. Like, I love ginger ale still. It's the only sugary drink that I would, like, really drink. But, yeah, for sure. Cutting off, like, those sugary juices is just sugar flavor with water. You might as well just flavor your water with some cucumber and drink that during the day. I love cucumber water. I love drinking tea. So, yeah, I drank a lot of tea. I've always liked tea, but I feel like this year I drank more tea than I've ever drank. Seriously. Spending time with people that make me feel good. Like either they make me laugh or, there's this good silence that could happen. We're talking about stuff that makes sense. That has been, I do not waste my time talking to people that have like a negative vibe to them. I will ignore you. I do not care. You can go suck something over there. We're not gonna talk. I don't tolerate that. I don't like negative people. Is that 5 or is that 4? I think there's like one more. And then finally, I think reading. Definitely read so much stuff. Like the Medium app, it's called Medium. It's an app where I used to have a hard time as a university student reading so many papers. I would get sleepy, I would be annoyed. Then I went on YouTube and I found like this lady, her name's Dr. something. She got her PhD at 25. And she reads a lot of books, but she kind of like breaks it down into how to read it. Let me see if I can find her. It took me no time to find her. Her name is Dr. Armina Yonis. I'm just gonna show you. This is her. I think I said her name right. Dr. Amina. I think I said Armina. Amina Yonis. She so much helped me through university, at least for a while when I needed her. So she knows everything. If you want to check her out, you should do so. And yeah, reading on the medium. I don't remember why we came here. That's the thing about making videos, because I edit a little. I feel like I just want to be my authentic self, not take out too much. But yeah, that would be 5. I was saying how I use the Medium app, and she helped me break down how to read papers without having to read all of it, right? So that's why I showed you her. You want to find out, very good for your essays, you should totally check her out. If you know other people, she worked for me. You're welcome. So the Medium app has lots of short stories, and it tells you how long the story would be. And I think that's what makes it so nice, because if I go on the app and I see a story for 16 minutes, immediately I'm like, this has to be a very good story. And I might go through it and then realize that I don't want to read all of it right now. But how it has helped me is because sometimes I would just be waiting for the bus, or in the bus, or waiting for the train, or on the train, and you just read like a lot of short stories on the app. It's called Medium. Millions of people use it. You might know what I'm talking about, but that is something that helps me now. I started this book 2 days ago and I'm on chapter 11. The point is, it really helps you when you do one thing repetitively. Practice makes perfect. So now I could run through a book if it's interesting to me. Sorry, someone was calling me. I thought it went like it would pause itself. It didn't. Yeah. So now I speed through reading books and stuff again if it really intrigues me. You see, like this. The stories within the story is really what does it for me. Like, so this book, and there's another book called Freedom by Osho. It's like, once it's interesting to me, I'm just gonna read all of it in like a day. So those are the things that like really helped me this year in being a better person, because an active mind requires you not to just see and use your 5 senses. You also have to use your imagination. Yeah, so you read, you imagine. It's good. Back 20 years ago, without the internet, baby, we were writers and readers. We need to get back there. And that's when people were inventing all kinds of stuff, because they had like a good imagination. Okay, that's what makes people creative. If you're not reading and using your imagination, you just become a follower. You don't want to be a follower. You want to be a creator. It's why you're here. It's why God lives in you. Okay? To create. Man as well as woman. We need each other to create anyways. But read more. And run. And eat good food. And all those things that I just mentioned. And you will be a star. You're welcome.